Newcastle United's injury problems refused to alleviate recently with the news that Joelinton could miss the rest of the season after picking up an injury against Sunderland in the FA Cup. The initial diagnosis for the injury was 6 weeks, but the club seem to feel that the Brazilian might need surgery. If that is the case, then he could miss the rest of the season. It's a massive blow for Newcastle. Joelinton really in the last couple of weeks has shown that the midfield is completely different without him, and certainly worse, the balance just isn't there without him in there. So it'd be a massive shame if he does miss the rest of the season, and it's yet another problem for Eddie Howe to deal with when you think the injury problems are slowly starting to figure themselves out, starting to get players back. That's just another one to add to his list, with Elliot Anderson and Joe Willock still seemingly a couple of weeks away from full fitness, or at least getting back into training and around the first team picture. That's a massive blow to not have Joelinton. And of course, Joelinton's injury means that Newcastle might be then forced to move in the transfer market. I think the club were content with not doing anything. We're content with at least going into the last few days of the window without feeling the need to do anything, without being forced into it. But Joelinton's injury means the deal for Kalvin Phillips is once again back in the centre of headlines. I think that Newcastle probably won't sign him if the loan fee of £7 million and obligation to buy remains the same. I think that'll be something that Newcastle will walk away from. It's a lot of money, especially with FFP and profit and sustainability regulations and all that. £7 million on a loan player, which would be a temporary fix to the end of the season, is big. So that'll be interesting to see if they move on that. I don't imagine they will, but as the window creeps closer to the end, Kalvin Phillips might push for a move himself. He wants to be in the England squad for the Euros at the end of the season, so it's certainly one to keep an eye on. However, Crystal Palace have now joined the race to sign him, and it seems that they are front runners for that deal. I think Palace under Roy Hodgson are looking for a midfielder in Czech Doucouré's absence, and Phillips may be someone that they look to. Hodgson's admitted today that they won't look for a permanent deal for Phillips. They'll probably be priced out with that, but if they can get a loan move for him, that could be one they do. So that's certainly a transfer to look into, and one that won't be solved till the final few days of the window. And of course, the best way to stay updated with all the latest Newcastle United transfer news is with the Shields Gazette.